This is some information on 11-3. These were some common missed problems. So when it says simplify and assume that no denominator equals 0, the reason that is said is because when you have a denominator equal to 0, it becomes undefined. So this, any number over 0, is undefined. And so if you do that in your calculator, it'll say error or whatever. So the rule is you're never allowed to have a 0 in a denominator. So by them saying that, they are making sure you do not run into a 0 in the denominator. 25, 26, and 27 are related problems. This blob over that blob, so you have 4 blobs up top, and you can expand it out. And you can expand it out. And so this, when you expand it out, it helps in your thinking for the next problem. There's 4 of them. There's 5 of, there's 4 of them. And there's the 5th one. Okay, and that goes away, that goes away, that goes away, that goes away. So the final answer is 1 over w plus x. And so most of you got that one. And then we come down to this one, and we expand this out to r minus s times r minus s, because that's what that 2 says. And then you have r plus s over r minus s, and that's what that is. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to factor those out, and you are left with r minus s over r plus s. So in mathematical terms, you had 4 squared over 32. Let's say you had that. Some of you went 16 over 32 and tried to factor that. That's okay in math, but with letters, it was really hard when you got r squared minus 2sr minus s squared over r plus s minus, times r minus s. You can't factor. You can't simplify. So they want you to leave it like this and then pull things out. So this would have been your final answer. The next one, I simplified it. Simplify, assume that x doesn't equal 0, y doesn't equal 0, and n is a positive integer. The reason n has to be a positive integer is because if it was a negative integer, it would come down. So it's telling you it has to stay up top. I do not know why that is there. And then you're going to factor 136 and 187 just like you would do in lower grades, and that's 8 over 11. If I put a 5, that's x to the 5th over plus 1 over x to the 5th, which would be x to the 6th over x to the 5th. There's one more, and so there's an x. No matter what number I plug in for n, there'd always be one more in the numerator than the denominator. So the one in the numerator stays, and that's the answer. Hope that clears it up. Please remember on this, on 26, that this is going to be common from now on, and you're going to have this, and you're going to have to put a final answer of this. From now on, everything has to be in simplest terms. Also, simplest terms never have negative exponents. Thank you.